Plesiosaurus is one of the most iconic prehistoric marine reptiles. Its lengthy neck grants it an extended reach to strike its prey, making the Plesiosaurus a highly effective and lethal aquatic hunter.
Hello everybody and welcome to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 Species Field Guide update, as we've got our next Species Field Guide with the second aquatic reptile to be featured, and that is of course the Plesiosaurus, one of the most famous of all aquatic reptiles in most people's opinion. We finally have its Species Field Guide, and it does deliver, I must say. Now, it doesn't, in the field guide itself, it doesn't give too much, so we'll do that after. But first, we're going to be talking about the forms of this prehistoric fish, or marine reptile, you might say. Would you count it as a fish? Who knows. Anyway, back to the subject. So the Plesiosaurus. In the forums, we get a little bit of information on the creature itself and how it was discovered, all that yada yada stuff we already know. But we get to learn stuff about the in-game version as well, including that it will only eat from fish feeders and stuff, so it won't be like the MOSASAURUS where it can eat both from the fish feeder as well as the shark feeder, at least to our current knowledge. And also that it is highly sociable, which in the field guide we actually will get to see. I will show you that as well. And also that while being highly sociable and preferring their own kind, they are comfortable with other species, which most likely would be stuff like maybe Elasmosaurus or Ichthyosaurus, and probably not bigger things like Liopleurodon, which recently was confirmed to be added to the list of aquatic reptiles. And of course, it mentions the thing we all know would be dangerous to have with it: do not put it with a MOSASAURUS, as it will cause loads of stress for the Plesiosaurus. And as we have seen, and also it says at the end, they can eat the Plesiosaurus, which, good God, that would be a horrible thing to do. Why would you ever consider doing that? But that's it for the forums, unfortunately. Most of the information did come from there, but, you know, doesn't have too much, unfortunately, which seems to be a trend recently with the forums now. Now they're not giving too much information away, which makes sense as we're less than a month away from the launch of the game, so I don't think they want to give too much information away anymore. But with that, let's go on to the field guide itself, which I must say is awesome to see. So the first bit of the Plesiosaurus, we get to just see it quickly drifting along the camera, and one in the background, which I gotta say, I do like the design of the Plesiosaurus for this. It looks very snake-like, I must say, especially around the head. And even in the forums they mention that its body is sort of turtle-like, but I gotta say, it definitely looks more snake-like at the front in my opinion. But still, awesome either way. I hope we get to change the colors to something a bit better, because this sort of yellowish green that they have for all the aquatics so far, like they've showed it with the MOSASAURUS, they've showed it with the Ichthyosaurus, and now with these guys, I hope there's better color options, because this green color sort of just feels kind of off-putting in my opinion. It doesn't really fit with the look of it. That's just my opinion. It still looks nice, just doesn't really fit an aquatic reptile. But we see it just drift along, and then in the next shot we get a awesome look at 4 or 5 actually Plesiosaurus. Like there's one small one very far in the distance, you see, and you can see them like quote unquote flying through the water, which looks so good. I cannot wait to see how they hunt and work together and stuff, because like a lot of people are wondering how the aquatic reptiles are gonna act with each other, and with Plesiosaurus, since it seems to be very sociable, I really think we'll get to see a lot more of it with this guy. We don't get to see it in the field guide, unfortunately, but we do get to see them, you know, be highly sociable, flying through the air, and then the camera backs up actually and shows a view of the Plesiosaurus from the viewing vent, which looks very, very nice. A nice shot, I must say. And then we get the last 2 shots, which are both of the same, and it shows the Plesiosaurus biting down on a fish, which it doesn't show like anything too special. It just looks like it's sort of just glides towards it. I would have really liked if they showed it sort of, actually sort of swooping after it, sort of like how it is in Walking with Dinosaurs in the episode Cruel Sea it was, I believe, and it showed the plesiosaurs literally like sort of making sharp turns and going after shoals of fish. I really hope we can see something like that, and if not, it will definitely be a wasted opportunity in my opinion. But we get to see it eat a fish, and then it cuts to another shot before going out to show the Jurassic World Evolution 2 logo, which I must say, for this one, it definitely was better than the MOSASAURUS species field guide in my opinion. The only thing I would say is that they should have showed a bit more of the actions of this, like maybe it jumping out of the water maybe, if they are going to do that, that is. Really hope they do. But in conclusion, I gotta say, it's quite enjoyable. I cannot wait to use these aquatics still. Like, how many are we at now? I think we're at 7 or maybe 8 aquatics so far. We got MOSASAURUS, Plesiosaurus, Ichthyosaurus, Attenborosaurus, Liopleurodon, Elasmosaurus. What else are we gonna be getting? I don't know. But guys, if you've enjoyed this species field guide breakdown, a little short and a little quick, not really too much to it, but if you have enjoyed it, do hit the subscribe button to join the hunt, and also leave a like as it helps support the channel. Be safe, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye!